Look like it finally happened. Your boy Peyton Watson got traded, man. Signed a trade to the Cavaliers, and I don't like it. But it is what it is, man.
They're going to the finals.
Cam Whitmore went over there too. So shout out to Cam Whitmore, Mav draftee. Listen, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. You know, YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown NBA Podcast. We're glad you guys are here joining us for another episode. Got a lot to get into. Excuse me. You guys already know we talk about all things NBA related. All season still going on, you know. Got some conversation here to get to here, man. We glad y'all are here. Hoping y'all can join us here for these conversations. No matter what team you root for, no matter what player you root for, it doesn't even matter, y'all. You're in the right place, man. All NBA content, man. Just go ahead and follow us here. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. And also, too, if everybody can do us a favor and hit them likes as well, that'd be much appreciated. And also, if you got any questions, any comments addressing any of the topics that we bring up here on the show, simply add that to the comment section as well, and we'll address those here at the end of the show. But if any super chats come in, we'll address those first. Like I said, Peyton Watson trade finally happened. They said thinking DeMar DeRozan might be heading to Denver now. That was also in the works. Charlotte just traded Trey Mann for Cam Whitmore. So that was another trade that just happened here. So, man, look like there's going to still be some little minor moves here and there, man, throughout the rest of the offseason. Because, you know, we still got players like Jalen Duren is out there right now. Still ain't signed with nobody yet, man. So we'll probably get that answer here probably pretty soon as well. So, what's it, September?
August.
The time. Yeah. Also, August.
Yeah.
Almost September. So yeah, man. But listen, we can get to it here, King. Your boy Adam Silver is at it again, man. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but we're finna get to it today, man. But you already know, man, before we do all that, bro, we gotta stop and we gotta show some love to the sponsor of the channel.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem when your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Yep, King, your favorite commissioner of all time. You said you wish he ran all of the major sports in the world. Is at it again, King. So we talked about it, like I said, a little bit about it yesterday. The fact that they ruled that they couldn't find any wrongdoings between Ballmer, the Clippers, and the whole Kawhi incident, bro, which is crazy because now, you know what's funny? I don't know if you've been listening to some of the players like Jeff Teague and think like Patrick Beverly, people like that are killing Pablo, talking about he out here spreading false information and stuff, bro. And I'm just, oh my God, bro, it's crazy to me, man, how much people don't do the proper due diligence before they start opening their mouth. And it's crazy because I was talking to shout out to Daryl, man. We was talking this weekend, and I was like, man, it's like to the point that people open their mouths and they're not embarrassed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's embarrassed when they just say some off the wall stuff, bro. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at here, as a society, bro. But you know what? Let's get to this thought here, bro. Because Pablo broke this down before. He broke this down. This is him off of Dan Lebatard's show, pretty much talking about the situation right before your boy Adam Silver came with his ruling.
In terms of what else the union should consider, what DeMaurice Smith was telling me was that this is also the story of the CBA being allegedly broken by the richest owner in sports. And if you're the union and you fight tooth and nail in collective bargaining to get to an agreement, this covenant, right? If you're going to let ownership break those rules and get away with it to this degree, what you're effectively doing is surrendering your ability to enforce that CBA when it directly speaks to your interests in ways that are even clearer. And so it's not merely player versus owner here. It's about literally what the rules are and whether they matter and who should want to enforce them. And I would argue that the rule of law in every facet of our country, whether it's governmental, whether it's something silly like sports, the rules are there to protect the people with less resources. They're there to protect people who don't have the force of closed doors and billions of dollars. It's there to protect those who need to seek and appeal to the rules to protect their interests. And so if you give on a violation this flagrant, what you're doing is you're losing the ability to credibly claim that you care about these rules in general. And I will say, Mike, by the way, to the whole designated player exemption thing, I have now talked and heard from the representatives of star players in the NBA who are not Kawhi Leonard. And their response is not, to be very clear, it's not, Kawhi, good job, go get yours. It's, why can't we also do this? You have a guy breaking the rules like this, allegedly. We're the idiots who are preventing ourselves from also cashing in. Like, it's not that Kawhi Leonard secret deals are something that everybody thinks should be defended because they want them for themselves. They're realizing we can't access that, but that guy can. And that is a problem because we're actually not as bold in doing the degree of stuff that he is doing.
It's funny what Pablo just said, King, because I said this on the last show. What did I say? I said it's going to be a snowball effect. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even factor in the players. But he factored in the players. I've said this. I said to the fact that point, bro, that now when you see him do this, it's going to do a couple things. It's going to take how much power does your boy Adam Silver really have?
Yeah.
Then on top of that, if you do come to a point where you got to make a decision on a penalty or a punishment for another owner, guess what they gonna do? You need to do it to Steve Ballmer.
Steve Ballmer. Mm-hmm.
Right? Like everybody can do that now. So how much power do you really have, bro? But it's crazy to me, King. But go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts?
Nothing, bro. You were basically right on what you were saying. The players, we talked about it before as well, as far as like Paul George, when Paul George was being a whistleblower for a second saying, hey, Kawhi, how'd you do this? I want that Kawhi Leonard, treatment and all that type of stuff. Oh, it's happening. And this is part of what I thought when I said, hey, are you going to do anything to Steve Ballmer? Or are you going to let Steve Ballmer basically be like a major investor in your company? Like, this is where it has to be bigger than money. You feel me? It's about morals. It's about, this is why rules are rules. This is why you can't bribe the cops. You feel me? Because you can't just do that because you're rich. You don't just have the certain right to do anything. So this is why rules are in play. And this was Adam Silver's chance to enforce a rule, no matter who it was. Like to say, I don't care if you're the richest owner. I don't care who you are. You cannot break my rules. So you're going to have to do this and deal with the consequences. And he showed he didn't have the balls. It is what it is. He didn't have the balls to do it. And with that being said, he has, like you said, he probably started a snowball effect that he don't even know he started. And he gave his power away to Steve Ballmer. And when he gave his power away to Steve Ballmer, now every other owner is like, well, I don't see myself as Steve Ballmer being richer than me. I see myself as an owner like Steve Ballmer. So I should get the same treatment as Steve Ballmer. So,
what's crazy to me, bro? I'm glad Pablo brought it up too. Talk about the CBA. Mm-hmm. Now, the CBA is supposed to be for both the players and the owners, right? because those are the two fractions that come to the table to negotiate the deal between in the CBA. Now, it's not going to be fair that the owners don't have to abide by the CBA, but the players do.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you what another thing going to end up happening, King. The Players Association going to step in. That's what I tell you. The Players Association is going to step in.
We already said a lot of what I'm saying,
bro. And it's crazy, bro, because the fact that, especially if something happens to Kawhi, but nothing happens to Steve Ballmer, it's going to the Players Association. Players Association is going to step in, bro. Why would I tell you? You're going to hear that next. Don't be
absolutely. If something was to happen to Kawhi,
don't be surprised. Because, like I said, you can't sit there and say the CBA is meant for everybody in the league. Like I said, especially with the owners and the players, we have an owner breaking the rules of the CBA, but that those rules don't apply to him because of a certain status.
Doesn't this trickle all the way down to the fans, though? Doesn't this now make you want to hold your favorite team? Don't you want to hold your owner accountable now? If you like, damn, if Steve Ballmer can just play with the salary cap and give guys money on the side, then
without no consequence.
You feel me? I expect you to create a winner than what telling guys, hey, Dallas don't got no income tax. What if I throw you this on the side, even though this is what we say your contract is? You feel me? Like I give you a whole billboard or something outside. I don't know, bro. This was touchy, and Adam Silver, I feel like, made the wrong decision. That's just my opinion.
It's funny you said wrong decision. Check this out. So Pablo talked about, like I said, people was calling them certain former players. My take on all that. I was told to let the players who played the game talk the game, whatever. They don't use their brain sometimes. But anyway, so this is what Pablo had to say about the whole situation and the league finding there no type of credible evidence of tying Ballmer and them to aspirin or whatever. Right? This is what he had to say.
So I'm going to read the headline of the ESPN story that's made waves today, and then I'm going to get to what's interesting about it. The headline: sources, NBA has no evidence. Ballmer funneled money to Leonard via sponsors. And that's a big deal, right? The NBA has been investigating this with their outside counsel, Wachtell Lipton, for 11 months. We've done 14 parts of our own series in which we have gotten human sources as well as documentation, like a whistleblower complaint filed in 2023. At all of these levels, right? Aspiration, Daktronics, the Clippers. The NBA, apparently, according to ESPN, is focusing instead on failure to supervise, meaning their employees, officials at the Clippers beneath Steve Ballmer, who perhaps committed salary cap circumvention, but really what they're guilty of is failure to supervise them, even though the Clippers got dinged, I would imagine. This is part of the calculation. Punished, dinged in 2015 for cap circumvention, investigated 2019. Again, in 2021, all this stuff begins with aspiration. And Daktronics, incidentally. So, anyhow, I bring that up because I want to introduce another line from this article that people I don't think are making enough of a deal about. And it's this, quote, "In recent days, both sides have been negotiating a resolution to the investigation," end quote. And I say this just because this is typically not how investigations work, whether in the criminal justice system or in journalism, right? The subject of the investigation does not get to negotiate with the group that is doing the investigating what the outcome is and what really happened here. But in this case, Steve Ballmer, the richest owner in American sports, has been negotiating a resolution to the investigation behind the scenes, according now to ESPN. And the NBA now has their own statement. They say, quote, "ESPN's article regarding the LA Clippers investigation, for which the NBA declined to cooperate, contains numerous and significant inaccuracies. The results in this matter will be made clear once the investigation is concluded," end quote. Also worth pointing out is that the Clippers provided a statement in which they said it's very normal to make introductions between players and team partners. This is ordinary practice. The MBPA is in support of this. All of that is very normal. Nothing to see here. But what we're seeing actually is that a backstage negotiation is spilling out into the public, and maybe the public should know a bit more.
If it was so normal, then why y'all been hiding it for so long? Gotcha. King, listen, bro. Let me say this. I said this too before when we talked about the fact that this man gets to choose. I think I said it when Matei was on the show. You get to choose your punishment. King, you do something wrong. Your parents come to you and give you 3 options on your punishment. One of the options being, hey man, just go go sit in the corner for 2 minutes and you that's your punishment. What you think you're gonna take? I'm taking option C. Exactly. Let me go sit in the corner real quick and I'm good to go or whatever, right? King, this is a thing. Now, I brought this up before, and I think I sent you a video from Fox Sports. They said the exact same thing I brought to you before. This whole situation reminds me. Matter of fact, you're policing yourself. The police policing themselves. Yeah.
Police.
It goes back to the same situation that happened with the Terry Rozier incident. I said the same thing, and shout out to I forgot who it was on Fox Sports said the exact same thing I said. This same thing happened. Remember when the league came out there? Oh, we can't find no evidence of nothing being wrong, no gambling, da. And the Fed said, "Hold on, what about all this? What's all this? Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it." Now you can't looking at jail time.
Why does nobody bring that up? Why does nobody bring it up, bro?
Oh, the same reason why with Pablo we said this before. When Pablo just said, this is not a first time thing that Ballmer's done this. He just brought up the same incident that happened in 2015. Yeah. You are a repeat offender. That right there should be a red flag automatically. Hold on. You've done this before in 2000. You've been accused of this before in 2015. And all of a sudden now you kind of tied to something similar to that, but worse than it was in 2015. And I'm saying that now, you know what? He's good. I didn't find any. Are we serious right now?
The NBA, the whole, so who was it? Terry Rozier. I feel like it was somebody else. I feel like that they
Terry Rozier,
didn't find evidence on, maybe it was Chauncey Billups and them. They didn't find evidence on
Michael Beasley.
They didn't find evidence on or whatever like that.
And
then people end up getting in trouble.
Like, hold on, what's all this?
So
we didn't see nothing.
So why isn't there an investigation into the NBA as to why they failed?
Bro, and that's a great
you feel what I'm saying? Like, why isn't there if the feds found something where guys had to go to jail, prison,
right,
and if the NBA didn't find anything, doesn't that mean
you done your due diligence?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
yeah.
that's on that situation. Pushback on Pablo. There are situations, especially in the courts, where you do get to negotiate. And I want to take it even further than that one.
Oh, like a plea deal?
Yep. Usually you go into a deal because one, you can't find out, you feel me? You feel like, I may not be able to get this person for this complete thing, but I can get it for something else. Let's go with a deal and get this instead. Or when you in like a civil case, usually it's a settlement. And you never hear about it because somebody decided, you know what? I'll take this. You get that money. And let's move away. Steve Ballmer's punishment from the league, they negotiated, right? Steve Ballmer's punishment from the league is nothing. From the negotiation, it's nothing. You don't think the league's getting something from this? They negotiated Steve Ballmer to get nothing. Like, so if it was just Steve Ballmer getting nothing, you wouldn't have to negotiate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, Steve Ballmer get nothing. If we went to the table and negotiated, said we got to do something, and we left saying you got nothing, something's happened. That's what I'm saying. But
yeah, why you got to negotiate if you did nothing?
That's what I'm saying. They negotiated where Steve Ballmer got out with nothing. So some settlement happened.
Listen, another thing too. I think as time goes on, not just for Steve Ballmer's sake, I think in general, I think a lot of this, don't be surprised, King. I'm not saying everybody going to be circumventing the cap or nothing, but certain things are going to happen that's not going to be handled in the way that people on the outside think it should be handled, right? And one of the reasons why Ballmer is a prime example. You heard what Pablo just said. He's the richest owner in sports, not NBA, sports, right? Mm-hmm. The fact that all these franchises, bro, are getting sold for double-digit billions now. They're worth that now, right? We just see the Lakers get sold for 12.5. I think Boston got sold for 10 or whatever it was, right? Mm-hmm. So if the league is generating so much money, we can sit here and say all day long, I've said we're doing a bad job, but the league don't look at it that way, bro.
You're right. You know what would be smart right now to do? It's a smart. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. As long as the money keeps flowing, bro, they don't care.
It's a smart. It's not smart because it's a bad thing to do. Like, you don't want to tell people to do the wrong thing. But what the owners need to do now is you start giving incentives to the guys in the middle now. Screw the guys to make the money. it's them guys, them Jalen Durants. Those are the guys now that you want to give the incentives to, where you like, all right, let's give him a billboard or something like that on the low where he don't got to be a sponsor. So we don't even know that he got it. Like, you wouldn't expect him to be a sponsor or anything. So let's go make him this and this and this and keep it moving. Like, that's the smart right I would go. But I don't know, bro. Maybe this is just something small and it's gonna move on. I really think he did something stupid though.
They want. Oh, I think he did too.
I think he did something stupid.
This. Like I was listening to somebody earlier and they were talking about it. They said, yeah, they really want this to go away. It's really what they want.
I think they did something stupid though, because I don't think this is going to. I don't. All the owners not that smart. You feel me? It's not like, oh my God, these are the smartest guys ever.
I thought they
were.
You
just let somebody cheat. You just watch them cheat, and you let them cheat.
And I think you brought this up too. I was listening to a guy earlier say this. You know what's going to end up happening also? You heard what Pablo just said. Supposedly, you're supposed to be monitoring and surveillance and the people in those certain positions. The guys like the Lawrence Franks of the world are going to end up being the fall guy. Bomber going to walk away hands clean, bro. Not anything on them. Like I said, bro, it's not a coincidence, bro, that the company that you went to bed with is the company that was paying this guy under the table for not doing anything. But then you telling me you just out here now, I didn't know anything about this, right? So
it's like, but he kept. It's not even gonna be Lawrence Frank though. It's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be somebody in the office, like an accountant or somebody like that, bro. Like it's gonna be. It's gonna be seen as Kawhi kept turning in too many slips, and even though Lawrence Frank had to sign off on him, that person kept taking him or whatever like that. Like that's what I got from it. Like you made a mistake by not knowing that the account was full, even though it's like, isn't Lawrence Frank supposed to understand? Or you feel, not even Lawrence Frank, but isn't Steve Ballmer supposed to understand that the account is full? You're not supposed to do that. And it's like, but that's your job. So you're supposed to understand that. So I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, if they do something, King, to where it falls all on like Kawhi's shoulder or whatever with his contract and all that stuff, bro, it's gonna be you.
I don't think they are.
Don't watch ESPN or Fox Sports or nothing like that on that day, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
I don't think they're dumb enough. I don't think they're dumb enough to do that, bro. So I don't think the league is dumb enough to do it. I still think it's going to impact the league because they still made the wrong decision, which is going to you're now living on a lie. So it don't matter. Even if you screw Kawhi right now, like it's going to tumble downhill. Like the Players Association, like you said, it's going to be you screwed us over. You don't want to screw Kawhi because you want it to move forward, like you said, but because you never set a boundary, you never set the boundary. Now people are going to play with you, and they're going to keep creeping over the line and all that. You've never set a boundary, bro. That's what boundaries are for, and that's why rules are supposed to be boundaries. And you said no.
You know what those rules and those boundaries are called? The CBA.
I mean, yes, that's what Pablo just said, right? And,
that's what it's called. The CBA. That's why the CBA is in place. This is why you vote.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if they screwed over Kawhi, it'll definitely be a lockout. If they screwed over Kawhi and this all went on Kawhi Leonard, they would lock
nasty.
This league. They would lock the hell out of this league real quick. The players, especially with what's going on right now with them not understanding what they got, and you heard from like what's his name, Kyle Kuzma, being mad at the CBA and all. Like it would be a lockout if they did the Kawhi Leonard and Steve Ballmer got.
Bro, I don't feel sorry for the players of the CBA, bro, because y'all voted for that. Y'all voted for that.
No, they didn't vote for it. I keep telling your boy voted for it. The one that act like he didn't vote for it.
Well, no, he's a representative of that.
That's what I'm saying. So he's like their. So you vote in your congressman to make the vote for you. That's what I'm saying. Like he was their congressman, one of them. They got a group of guys. That's like their congressman to vote on it for him.
But the players in general vote for it.
But I think the players just vote for him. Yes, but the players just talk. So I think I'm not even 100% sure on this. I think the players have like their union reps and all that. They're a union rep. So they
matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a prime example.
The vote for him.
Because Chris Paul complained about it before. He complained about it before he was the president. He said that a lot of the players they just turn the ballot in and don't even look at it.
Oh, okay. So they give paper ballots out what they ask for and stuff. Okay. I got you.
That's why I said the players vote for that. It's not just one person who say like, we like this.
So hold up. So the players not voting, right?
Matter of fact, put it like this. When you vote for that CBA, Why would you leave it to one person to make that decision for y'all? It's going to affect your paycheck.
That's your job.
All get to vote for that.
No,
you know
that's why we voted you in. That's why he said. No. I understand what you're saying, but that's what the players thinking though. The players saying, "Bro, we gave you position. That's why you do it." But yes, that's why you shouldn't just give somebody a position without you see what happens.
That's what hurts the NFL. Michael Irvin said that many times.
Yeah,
the guys they just turn in the ballot because they want to hurry but get their check.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, look at the ballot and make sure you want to vote for that, which is why the NFL is in the situation they in, to where they don't have guaranteed contracts and all that.
Yeah, I don't get players no sympathy either if they just.
Which is why folks kept saying, every time you heard people say, I don't know why the players voted for that. When they said this new CBA.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? Like,
the players voted for it.
That's on the players.
All the players voted for this, bro.
The players voted for it.
That is unbelievable.
But like I said, a lot of them don't pay attention, bro. They don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So
oh my god, I mean, you want to say the player's dumb, bro, but I don't want to say that out loud. Like that's
like I said,
crazy.
Who is it going to affect? It's not going to affect them guys who are making the top dollars. They already going to get their top dollars. It's going to affect the guys at the bottom. We talked about it before. Now you got guys who are making maxes, or you got guys making minimums. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gap now. You know what I mean? So yeah, like and a lot of them they ain't paying attention like that, bro. They just want to hurry and get it over with, so they know they got a guaranteed check coming or whatever, right? They want to be sitting out for the summer. You don't get paid.
What were the owners mad about? I know we're getting a little sidetrack, but why did this change? What were the owners mad about at first?
So remember, the owners were mad about what happened with like Kevin Durant and them and the way that they made a team and all that type of stuff, which is why now you only can have like 2 max players instead of having 3. You only got 2 max players on the team, and the way the constructed the second and first apron and all that stuff. Now you can't keep those teams together like that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to make a sacrifice and sacrifice certain players within that group.
What did the owners get out of it though? So what did the owners? They got money, right? But like, they were mad that the people were winning, though they don't care about winning.
Now I don't have any reason now to go over the second threshold. Remember I told you about the Clippers. I told you about Golden State. Those were 2 teams that were over. They were paying the luxury, right?
But what I'm saying is usually you snitch though when you mad about what you can't do, right? Like I'm mad I can't win, so I'm snitching. If you're not worried about winning, then why did you snitch?
Oh, what you mean snitching?
Like the teams aren't. You saying the owners were mad that people were building these teams, right? If the owners don't worry about winning, if the owners still want this don't help the owners to win, like this is crazy. This is.
Hey, it go back to what you say about the Portland Trailblazers owner, and go back to that.
You don't care about winning, so that's what I'm saying. If you don't care about winning, why did you even say anything?
I said it doesn't make any sense. Why buy a team if you don't care about winning? I said that before.
I don't understand why the CBA switched. I don't understand who it really like favors.
As a billionaire, you want to continue to make money, or do you care about winning more? Because like you said before, you got to spend money to win. I'd rather keep these billions in my pockets, especially when these teams are worth tens of billions of dollars now.
And you ain't had to spend money back then, though. That's why I feel like are you just mad? You feel me? Like you didn't have to spend money. You could have still just been cheap. So instead, just let other teams win and build dynasties. But instead now, like it's no dynasties, and we still don't care about winning. So and it's harder to win. So who does it help? I don't know, bro. I mean, they keep money in their pocket, but damn, just be cheap. It sounds like it's a way for them to be cheap to their fans. How about that one?
That's
what it sounds like.
Think about it, King. How many of those teams were actually the teams that was fighting with that luxury tax every year? You had Golden State. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, it's not.
You had the Clippers. So how many of those teams actually was caring about winning like that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. So what are we doing? Why do we change it up?
Because
as I said, it sounds like it's a way to be cheap and tell fans that it's a good reason.
A lot of them, like you said, a lot of them think they're smart. You know what else it affects? The fact that now the smaller market teams thought they had even footing now. Because you can't go over the lux check like that no more.
Yeah,
now got equal footing.
But then, so did they think because you're a smaller market team, that mean you're a smarter team?
Well, no. They probably thought that, hey, the only reason why those certain teams were winning because they're spending more money. Now you can't spend more money. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what they were thinking.
So now it's a crapshoot. Now it's just who get it today? That team winning the championship this year. Bro, this is,
and obviously I don't know so much for the owners, but Adam Silver loving this. This is why I asked you last week: do you think Adam Silver is a basketball fan? Because if you really, I tell you this, we say this all the time on the show. if you are a basketball fan, if you truly love the game of basketball, if you truly love the NBA, you would learn all aspects of the game. You would learn of the teams and the games and the players of yesteryears, all that type of stuff, right? You would learn that. You would think a guy like Adam Silver would kind of understand that, like you always bring up. What do you compare this era of basketball to?
70s.
You would think that he'd be smart enough to know how the 70s ran, and it didn't do too well.
He might not have watched basketball in the 70s.
Guy, he probably. Right? I mean, listen, like I said, if you're gonna run a company, learn all about it. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? You should. Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, especially if if you see how it affects the bottom line, you would learn it, right? You learn your history so that way you won't repeat it. It makes no sense to me, bro.
Adam Silver was alive in the 70s. He should know. I mean, he was a basketball fan. He should know about the 70s.
So hold on. Also, too, he was working under David Stern. So you tell me David Stern never talked about that before? Talked about how his plan was to get out of that rut and actually build the league around two players and then build it around Jordan. He never talked to you about that.
When you start knowing about Adam Silver?
After David Stern passed.
Well, I know before David Stern passed, you could tell he was getting into the they were getting him prepared. I felt like they were showing him more. It was like a couple years before David Stern left.
The only time I knew about him while David Stern was alive, remember he was the guy who was doing the second round for the draft. Remember, he's the one calling out the names in the second round. Yeah. Uh-huh. So I knew him from that. So when they promoted him to the actual
name for forever though.
No, I didn't know his name. I just seen him before because of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, excuse me. So when they had promoted him, I'm like, oh, okay, I seen the guy before. So I seen him around David Stern a lot. So I'm thinking, okay, he know what he's doing. He been with David Stern. Then, like I said, then he had the little issue with the Clippers, and I was like, oh, okay, he don't seem too bad or whatever, right? And then we got what we got now. Like I said, it just don't make any sense. You telling me the guy you worked with, he pretty much, like you said, they've been grooming you for a while. You telling me they didn't tell you about how this works?
Bro, this is like I said, if I was him, I'd have vetoed the CBA. I'd have said, bro, nope, that ain't gonna work for me. That's not gonna work for the league. I'm gonna step in and veto this real quick, and then you're gonna do it over again.
You gotta remember too, King. Adam Silver works for the owners.
Yeah, but he's supposed to work for the owners for the greater good, just like we just said about the rep for the basketball association. Like you vote them in to represent you for the greater good. Like you're supposed to handle the.
Let me give you an example from the TV side, the movie and TV side. David Zaslav is the CEO of Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. David Zaslav did not want to sell the team. Did not want to sell the studio over to Paramount. Mm-hmm. You know who did want to sell it? The shareholders. David Zaslav, he is the CEO of Warner Brothers. He works for the CEOs.
He couldn't make the decision.
He told them until he was blue in the face, this is not a good idea. He's told them that, which is why he also went out and said, I'm not worried about it because this is gonna fall through, which is looking like it's gonna fall through. But anyway, that's kind of which is kind of what this situation is. Same thing with Roger Goodell for the NFL. They said it many times. Roger Goodell could say he want to do this and that and this. He can't. He works for the owners. That's who the
so what is the commissioner for? What the hell are you? Why do you have a commissioner there? You feel me? Like it's just a face. It's a fake face.
Pretty much.
There you go. It's fake faces. Yeah, that's what it's becoming. That's crazy, bro. They're fake faces because it's like that's
welcome.
You thought your job is to be the sheriff. You feel me?
Welcome
like
to corporate America, King.
That's
welcome to corporate America.
I mean,
because I just I don't know what the difference is. Like I said, other than the amount of money. Because listen. On the owner side, yes, he has made them a lot of money, like with the TV deals and all that type of stuff. Like I said, these franchises are worth billions now. You know what I'm saying? Double-digit billions. You know what I'm saying? As far as the first two numbers. So
Mark Cuban was the truth. David Stern still said, "You feel me? Mm-hmm. You better do what you do. You better fall in line, or we're gonna have problems."
Yeah,
you still got to set a boundary. Like, bro,
I don't know why.
If Steve Ballmer would have walked away, then he didn't want to be a part of it. Or you feel me? Like you had to set a boundary, but you didn't. You let him walk over you. Now he's in charge. I'm the captain now. You feel me? He gave you one of those moments. Mm-hmm. Real talk. Mm-hmm. Like you were supposed to set a boundary. You did not set a boundary. And now he knows he has you. It's like, what you gonna do? I got this. Wow. The Clippers gonna be all right still because Steve Ballmer can do whatever he want to do. This is wild. I cannot believe this.
Bro, I told you before, Adam Silver is really just like, for me, is like killing my love and joy of this league, bro. And it's not just because of this. It's just a lot of stuff he's doing, a lot of decisions he's making or the lack thereof. How he's moving forward with this league, bro. And this is like you said, I don't understand how David Stern can do certain things, but you can't do it. Yeah, both got the same power. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it's to the point, I guess the owners are making so much more money now than the owners back then. I guess they can tell you what well, it is. They do work for him, but the point is, it's like David Stern worked for the owners too, but he was still with Stern and still. Hey, like you said, Mark Cuban done got so many goddamn fines back in the day. He didn't play that. Remember, Mark Cuban got up to like $1 million worth of fines in his tenure as the owner for the Mavs and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The assistant commissioner or the deputy commissioner, are they appointed by the owners or by the commissioner?
That I don't know.
Because if they're appointed by the commissioner, I blame David Stern.
Because I didn't know. Good point. You said Bob Iger and Bob Chapek. What you sound like?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I gotta blame him if it's appointed by him. So
you know what? I don't know how that works. Because to be honest with you, bro, I didn't know anything about a deputy commissioner like that until probably Adam Silver got hired as a GM. I mean, as a commissioner.
That's what I'm saying. That's when I started knowing about Adam Silver, like the deputy commissioner. Yeah. Like, damn, he a deputy commissioner. Like, oh, so he next in line.
I thought it was David
Stern. I didn't watch David Stern. We didn't see David Stern get to be commissioner. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, this is how it works. I didn't know how the next one in line really gets to be. I'm like, did somebody get fired or something like that? Like, what happens? But he was the next one that was like, all right, the deputy commissioner.
I think they volunteered to step down, I guess. I don't know, because David Stern had just came out there one day and was like, yeah, my last day is like February, something it was.
And it was like, all right, Adam Silver about to step up and all that stuff. So it was like, okay. So, yeah. It's
so if Adam Silver steps down, that deputy commissioner do the second round, he gonna be
I don't know what the deputy commissioner is. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I went to see his face.
Like, oh, that's the deputy commissioner. You'd be like,
I'd probably be like, okay, yeah, that's the deputy commissioner. Yeah. But right now, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with Adam Silver. Like, I didn't know until like, oh, that's you, the deputy commissioner. Okay. Like, yeah, that's crazy. But man, Adam Silver. I can't believe he did that. He messed up. He made Steve Ballmer in charge. Steve Ballmer punked him. That's
bro. I think you said on the last show, I got complete and utter non-respect for Adam Silver, bro. I lost all respect for Adam Silver, bro.
I ain't lose respect. I just distrust.
I lost respect as far as, bro, like I said, it's the way you're running the league, and then this is like something that just culminates to a lot of things that you've done that we've talked about countless times on the show. This was your chance right here to finally say, kind of put a lot of those stereotypes that everybody had on you, or those like thoughts of you, to bed, right? Like, you've been like, okay, we look at you a certain way. If you had to took care of it, like I said, I'm with you. We're not saying that he was gonna go up there and pull a Minnesota or nothing like that, right? We already knew that wasn't gonna happen. But bro, you got to put your foot down on something.
Just do something,
you gotta do something, right? Something. If he had done something, I'd be like, okay, Adam Silver,
maybe you trying something. You feel me? Like you
trying something. I got a little respect for it. At least you trying. Like you stood up to the big bully or whatever, right?
You knew something had to happen.
Yeah. You took this long to say, oh well, no, we didn't find nothing. But yet you just released a statement a couple weeks ago talking about we gonna work together to negotiate a punishment or whatever trash they put out there, bro. And it was like, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I lost all respect for Adam Silver, bro. And he one of them guys too. I kept trying to give him leeway, right? And it's like every time you try to get that leeway, bro, he do something else. Like, God damn, Adam, like, come on, bro, what you doing?
He came in the door pause too high, put him on too high of a pedestal. Like, he came in the door like guns blazing, bro. And I thought he was gonna be the truth. I thought he was gonna be about to be the greatest commissioner ever and all that. I really did.
And why was that?
Adam Silver,
why was that? Because we were so used to David Stern, right?
Yeah, so it's like, all right, man, he's switching Stern up and doing this. Okay, get up out of here, protecting the players and all of this. Look good. All right, we better have a new league, man. Better really be a players league and all that. Okay, we got it. And then he's just the game, bro. Like the All-Star game is all under him. Like Adam Silver, the All-Star game wasn't. I mean, David Stern, one of the greatest still towards the end, but it still had structure. You still need to. All right, we watched the All-Star game, the dunk contest. He take it away, bring it back to make it back to dunk contest and all. It's make players want to do it. Adam Silver with this stuff. This I didn't watch last year All-Star game. Like, I really didn't. There was no need. It was trash.
I think, like I told you before, I think I might have watched one All-Star game and I think I watched that 1 year because Luka was in it or whatever. He started or something. I forgot what it was. And other than that, bro, I haven't really been watching the All-Star game like that, bro.
So
I haven't watched. The only reason why I watched 3-point contest because I was at my father-in-law's house and he had it on.
I didn't watch that. Damian Lillard won that one, didn't he? I didn't see that.
He won that one. Yeah, that's the only reason why I wasn't at my house sitting on the couch watching. It was at my father-in-law's house. He was watching it. That's the only reason why. Dunk contest, haven't watched that in I don't know how long. And like I said, All-Star game, haven't watched it. And I watched one, and that was it. Yeah,
Yeah, we so numbing all to the dunk contest. Like, it's been so phony that I really think, no disrespect, like what's his name, Matt McClung or something like that. He a great dunker, but he ain't Vince Carter. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right?
You feel like that Vince Carter dunk contest, bro. Even that, like, we got that Aaron Gordon. Go ahead.
Is he at least Dominique?
Nah, hell no. Hell no, he ain't Neek. Hell no. Neek might be the greatest power dunker of all time.
Oh, man. Yeah, he might be, bro.
He might be the greatest I ain't gonna say the greatest 2-footed dunker because I think Vince Carter is the greatest dunker doing anything. Vince can jump up 2 and 1. But as far as the most ferocious Neek is a beast, bro. I mean, just vertical, straight over your head, windmill. It's like, damn, straight, bro. Just vertical. Just meet me at the top.
No. Don't meet me up here, because
I dare you. That's what he said. He's daring you. Meet me at the top, and people will try.
That's one of them guys I told you about. Certain people like
don't jump, bro. Just move. That's when you know to just slide to the side, bro. Just do that little. I tried.
You got it, bro. You got it. You could have posted me.
Yeah, bro. Damn.
But yeah, man.
Get out these 70s, bro. Get out these 70s, bro. Let's get out these 70s, please.
I'll keep asking you, when is the CBA up? Because you're not gonna be at the 70 anytime soon, bro.
Hey, we're not wishing bad luck on anybody, but I think Wemby grew again. You see his picture over Rudy Gobert? The dude, he was 7'8", bro. Bro, he looked like he was damn near a ruler over Rudy Gobert, bro.
God, I think Rudy 7'2".
Rudy 7'2". I'm talking about his whole. Rudy like he was below his head. Let me say that to you. He's looking over Rudy Gobert, and that's a big dude. His head I doubt his head pause is 4 inches.
Hey,
from top to bottom. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you sound like you saying you better average 33. What it sound like you saying?
I told you, bro. I don't like wishing bad luck. I said before what I said before Wemby was drafted, and nothing has changed my opinion on that. Nothing has changed my opinion on anything I've said. So we'll see.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and turn the page, man. Get to the question, the comments. Before we do, let's show love to the merch. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in the merch of the channel, simply scroll down to the description box below. Click on that link to our site where we have our shirts and hoodies and things. You can check that out. Members, you already know, you get that permanent discount for being members of the channel. Just our way of showing thanks to y'all for showing love to the channel in that special way. So go ahead, scroll on down to the description box, y'all, and check it out. All right, King, let's go ahead and get into these questions, these comments, man. We can call it a night.
Sponsored by True Classic.
The most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now, in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
Man, what we got?
Shout out to our guy Daniel Burry, Sports Highlights in the building. He says, "Hey, make sure you check out his channel for all your highlight needs." We got Richard in the house. He says, "Glad y'all said that. I've been wondering that myself about what feds would have said. I don't know. I thought Big J said the feds were involved or whatever. I don't know, but I don't." Big J is a Glow Yard member. He says the FBI would have to investigate the problem with the NBA and Clippers. Is that Steve refused to be punished? It wasn't a negotiation. He had to approve of the punishment. That same thing. It's a settlement, Big J. He settled for. He told him they punked him. So I said, Steve Ballmer basically punked him.
You want us to punish you? No. Okay.
They said, what did he say? He said, you could do this, but I can't guarantee the safety of your family. Basically something like that. And he was like, oh, okay, then got you. So he told him who was boss. Reggie's Glow, y'all remember what up, cuz? He says,
what up, bro?
If this was the Lakers organization, then the owners would be more in an uproar, just like they act with the CP3 trade that got blocked years back. I don't know, because this is in favor of the team though, cuz this time. You feel me? Like so if this was the Lakers, then CP3 would have been a Laker. That's how I feel. Like if this is the Lakers, CP3 would have been there.
Shout out to David Stern. Go ahead.
Yeah. If this was Adam Silver is what I'm saying. But David Stern said,
yeah, he said no.
Radio says, oh yeah, what's up, y'all? What up, Radio?
What up?
Radio said all owners in all sports want parity, gives every fan base some hope. Yeah, fake, false hope. That's what I'm saying. It's false hope, just so they can lie to you. It's a way for them to BS you, man. Because I don't think these guys about winning, Radio. They can all want parity, but they're all not about winning. So if
get him an excuse not to try hard.
Give me an excuse, not to try hard and get paid the second apron and say, well, we're trying as hard as we can, like them. Richard says owners got a cap on payroll and made the players choose either the top get paid or middle, but they had to choose and they chose super max. It was a bad deal from the beginning. It's not enough people to make super maxes to let that. Damn, you tell me they only dudes that voted? Dudes that made the super maxes around knew what's up. They were like, let's vote for this. And the other dudes were like, I don't even worry about that. Like, should have turned in your ballot, bro. Richard says, bottom line, owners had lost the 2 past CBAs and they were pissed at the time. Nobody wanted a lockout and owners wanted players to pay. Who wants to win, Richard? That's all I want to know. I understand all of that, but who at the end of the day wants to win? Anybody? Big J said the CBA originally changed to prevent teams from building like Golden State because they were smart with the draft and were able to sign. That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
You hurt them to be mad. That's what I'm saying. Just because you. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
no. Listen, I hear what you're saying, but what do you always say all the time? Just because you make billions don't mean you're a smart guy.
Oh, so you
know what I'm saying?
You stop them from making money. Though you're not gonna make money. You was like, I just don't want them to make money. That's crazy. Radio says Stern never had an owner worth more than the league itself, like Silver has to deal with him. Well, I mean, that's
what I was saying.
Let him get in charge.
Excuse me. That's what I was just saying a minute ago. Only difference is you guys make more money now than what they did when David Stern was the commissioner. So yeah.
I hate that is Radio is true. It's just I'm not giving an excuse for it. Hey, man, you own the team.
No.
You feel me? Like that, you still gotta go by the rules. I don't care how much money you make.
Like I said, and it's not the first time you've done something like this. Like Pablo just said in that video clip we played. They done the same thing. We talked about it on the show. They did the same thing back in 2015 with DeAndre Jordan.
When you gonna stop him? You ain't stopping yet. It's twice.
That's twice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what I tell you? If it's a kid that you're not punishing, what's gonna happen? The kid gonna continue to keep doing what you're not punishing him for,
and probably doing it worse.
Yeah, he's done it worse now for the last two.
Yep. So what's the next one gonna be?
So we're gonna get a whole
try to get past Kawhi
for $100 million.
Yep. Jay says the new CBA became more punitive to stop OKC. The second apron penalties won't even let you draft a team and keep it together. Yep. That's what I'm saying. They were supposed to be a small market team that benefit from it.
Yep.
Richard says, I might be wrong. It's been a while, but didn't owners have to vote? But Adam was David's guy and he built the league. I don't know, Richard. I don't know how
The owners and the players have to vote on that. They get their own separate votes, so they do got to vote, and whatever
but
vote, then they come to their agreement or whatever they negotiate at the table or whatever.
I would think that. So I would think the owners had to vote in the deputy, right? Because
we talking for that?
Yeah, because if I'm thinking about it, if I'm thinking about it though, if the owners never voted in, so if the owners didn't vote for the deputy, right, they would never vote for anybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because it would always, if the commissioner appointed the deputy, then when the commissioner done,
and the
that deputy would be in charge, which would then appoint himself another deputy. You see what I'm saying? So I would think, the owners probably appointed Adam Silver, and damn, they had him in the chamber for David Stern. It's like, when you gone, bro, we got Adam Silver over here. Radio said, remember when Stern made everyone wear suits? Yep.
Oh yeah.
What up, Mike? He said, what's up, fellas? From Switch for Real Basketball. Man. Make sure y'all subscribe to him as well.
What up, Big Mike?
Shout out to Elle in the house. She's a Glow Yard member. She said, I feel like Silver doesn't care what he does because he shows up to all the major sporting events like he isn't corrupt. Mike says the dunk contest is not what it was. Yeah.
No, it ain't.
JP said back in the day it was the best dunkers dunk contest. Yeah. Or even if it wasn't the best dunkers, it wasn't always the best players, but you got star players. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got people that actually were in the All-Star game and all that, being in the dunk contest. Not just guys you like, who the hell is this? You feel me? I don't remember most of the dunk contest contestants for the past, I don't know how long, bro.
Don't get me started. You put a gun in my head, I guess I'm dying because I don't know nothing.
Richard says, Rel, there is tapes of all of us talking about the CBA when it was first done. Should check it out. Yeah, Richard, I remember.
Yeah.
Radio said truth, false hope. Yeah. Richard says, King, I'm not sure anyone just tried. That's crazy. What up, Melissa?
What have they done to our league, Richard?
That's what I'm saying. Adam Silver, man. Melissa, Glow Yard member. She says, hi. What up, Melissa?
Hey, Melissa. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Eric says, as long as we support the teams, they're still going to screw people with little power and little money. The big money wins out. Yeah, as long as corporations get bigger.
Like I just said, Eric, these people making tens of billions now. That's what these teams are worth. You know what I'm saying?
I just wish there was some way to hold. I just wish there was some way to force owners of teams to have to want to win. And I don't know how you do that.
I don't either.
Because you can't, because certain owners have more money than others. You can't say, hey, give 15% of your money to the team and all that. You have to do this. You can't do that. But I just wish there was a way, here, how about this? Why can't fans vote on owners at a certain amount of years? Wouldn't that be couldn't they include that? They wouldn't do that. They don't have the balls to do that, but include that in because you'd already have to have another owner lined up and all that though too. So it'd be difficult, but I don't know.
Or make it like how Green Bay is, bro, where the fans have a stake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be nice, bro. Yeah.
We say what is that? Relegation. Jesus, I couldn't read. I'm sorry, Richard. Relegation time, yeah. And Mike says, why LeBron never been in a dunk contest? Because he was afraid to leave. Because he controls the narrative.
Yeah, he controlled the narrative.
That's been part of it. I call it like it is, Big J. Like I tell you, I've always called it like it is with LeBron. LeBron could have won so many. I don't want to hear that he can't dunk in a dunk contest. No, I've seen all the dunks Bron have done in a damn game where he just jumps and decides to dunk and all, just like
doing dunk contest and his son's shoot around.
Yeah, some of them. I'm like, this dude is crazy. The dunks he can make, and he don't want to lose though. It's that fear of losing. I'm like, Bron, you would have won so many dunk contests. Even if you'd have lost one, you'd have won so many dunk contests, bro.
Yeah, I mean Jordan lost one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He probably should have lost more than one, but it's okay. Even if he lost that one, it wouldn't have changed his. What the hell? Don't got nothing to do with GOAT. What a dunk contest, bro? That's. And now other players follow in LeBron's footsteps. So now because he started the trend, I hate that he did that. I'm not gonna lie. JP said the players union either accepts the team contract offer or rejects it. Damn. Richard said you need an independent commish that works for best interest of the league, not owners or players. Yeah, but like Ralph said, the owners appoint the commissioner, so technically he works for them. They're gonna appoint somebody that works for them. They need to basically work together probably between the players and the owners to appoint a commissioner. Eric says they cannot give the commissioner this much power with no recourse. Facts.
Yep. I maybe agree, Eric. What's the point? You make me commission if I can't do nothing.
Facts. Radio said, can you yourself see a point where you're so sick of things in the NBA sports that you walk away and stop watching, paying to spectate a sport you love? Because that's the only weapon fans have. Radio. I watched the NFL most of my life until I don't know how long it's been now. It's damn near had to be about 10 years now almost. It's getting about that point. And I don't even want to get deep into it. So we used to cover the Dallas Mavericks, and there's a reason people don't want to hear and understand it on. I'm like, it's just got deeper. It's just life, man. I've gotten older. I prioritize other things. I still love the game of basketball, but I still have my priorities, man. So, yes, I could see myself doing that because I've done it.
Yep, same. I've stopped watching football around the same time King stopped watching. Like I said, my love of the game in general, game of basketball, I love it. The NBA, not so much. I don't love the NBA like I used to. I mean, I'll enjoy certain parts of it, but between how things are ran with the commissioner, how he's tone deaf to a lot of things, how narratives and how the league is covered, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The way that the discord online is. A lot of that stuff has eaten away at my love of this league in general. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, to answer your question, yes.
I'm not afraid to let go anymore. I've already let go of enough radio. So a lot of people had fear of letting go, and they'd be like, no, I gotta stay around and be a fanatic forever. And I don't. Yeah. I've already.
I used to feel that same way too.
Yeah, like, I understand. That's why I said I always understand when people say it. I understand, but I just wish. It's like, quote unquote, being woke. You feel me? Like, it's like, just get out that dream, man, as they say. Richie says, I'm going to give the new Euro League a chance if they ever figure it out. It's crazy. I see a bunch of places I can see Euro League, and I'm like, man, I should just try to get into it. Eric says, stick with us, Mavs fans, kid gun and eco gun. See, Eric, that's.
And like I said, yeah, I heard you all that.
Yeah,
I heard about that. But it's more than just that, bro. Like I said,
just keep riding, man. Pause for you. Let's say, do what you do for the Mavs. I'm not mad at anybody being whatever they are, but nah, man. Like I'm good with it. I enjoyed it. I enjoy the NBA for what it is. It's the National Basketball Association of Wrestling. Richard said the shield has to matter. There's no shield for the NBA.
Shout out to Silver. Yeah. Listen, we definitely appreciate everybody, man. Like I said, rocking with your boys for another episode, man. We got another
one. He wrote, let me see. Radio said, good for you guys to have that healthy perspective. I also let go of football, NFL, and college, and with all of the ish in the NBA, I'm effing over it, even as a diehard Lakers season ticket holder. Yeah, Radio. I look at the NBA different now. It's more entertainment. It is what it is. Like I tell Rel all the time. I look at it more as like a soap opera, like WWE in a way. That's what it's becoming. That's why I stepped away from the hardcore fandom of a team and just try to watch it as a sport that I love, as far as the actual game of basketball.
Yeah, these last 2 years now, or a year and a half, whatever it is. The last 2 years definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things. And like King said, it's funny when you actually step outside the box and see it from the outside. You start noticing a lot of things, and your perspective start changing, man. So, yeah. So I agree with him.
And we get to talk about a lot of this BS that affects the league that we love. So, topic, content. But that's it, bro.
Facts.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Listen, appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, rocking with your boys for another one. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Y'all join us here. We're gonna be back here on Friday for the members only show. Do us a favor, hit them likes as well, y'all. That helps out the channel in more ways than you know. Also, if you saw some people here in the comment section, shout out to Melissa. She's a member of the channel. If you want to be a member of the channel, consider becoming a member by hitting that join button right there next to the subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, y'all. We have Friday show dedicated strictly for the members on Fridays, y'all. Friday morning, just our way of showing thanks to the members for showing love to the channel in that special way. Also, too, BJ in the building. Shout out to him, BA, and Cuz on Cuz We Geeks. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. Doomsday numbers are going up right now with the pre-sales, so we're gonna probably end up talking about that. Henry Cavill he's having talks with Marvel right now, so he might be having a huge role here, and we don't know. It could be X-Men, we don't know yet, but something in the MCU.
The hell he gonna be? Thor?
We'll talk about it on Saturday. Join us over there on Saturday. We'll talk about that. Good. We'll see. But yeah, join us over there for that, man. Like I said, we talk about it like that type of stuff, man. You know, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, all that type of stuff, man. So join us over there on Cuz We Geeked every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning, y'all. Kings, or anything else I'm forgetting?
Share, and more share, y'all. We appreciate everybody for the likes and everything, but a share is the equivalent of a like. And also follow myself, Queen, Travis, BA, and sometimes Devin on We Talk Combat. So we talk all things combat, sports entertainment. Like to call us the best, brightest, and blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. Come on over there. We do review shows on Sunday afternoons around 3 p.m. or so. Hit the notification bell if you want to subscribe to the channel and you like that kind of stuff. We switch it up sometimes, but mainly 3 p.m. And we do Discord and YouTube watch alongs throughout the week, including PLEs and things like that. So if you like WWE, boxing for major events, and also MMA for folks that don't understand what we do, We Talk Combats, come on over there and watch the show and help us out with our subscriber codes. We appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all again over here on Friday morning. No shots at nobody, man. No shots. Yes, it is. It's a shot at Hill.
I figured that. The new Highlander movie is in a long time. I'm looking forward to real. Yeah, man. Henry Cavill is
that's
Connor McLeod.
That's gonna flop, but I won't watch it.
I need to see it. I need to see a trailer. So
it's gonna flop. Yeah. I'm telling you. So I'm not gonna say y'all that you know it and all that stuff, but just like He-Man flopped. Not saying it's gonna be bad or nothing like that. I don't think Highlander. I think it's Highlander gonna flop.
Okay.
The masses, I don't think want to watch Highlander.
It's gonna depend on how they market it. Yeah. Because they didn't market He-Man right at all.
That's true.
But yeah, listen, we'll be back here on Friday, y'all. So join us here for another episode of Cap and Crown. We'll catch you guys here pretty soon. We'll be back here, same cap time, same Crown channel.
No cap.
Cap and Crown, man. Listen, the CBA work for everybody in the league, bro. For the owners, the players, and all that stuff. You know who it don't affect? The White Power.